thought that Lily Tomlin would win for Grace and Frankie, but that went to Rachel Bloom for Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Never seen it. All I know is that Lily Tomlin's hilarious. Do you mind? I'm filming a video. Cars, move. Hey Munchies, it's the Gamer Untamed, and since yesterday was the Golden Globes 2016, and I am such a movie nut and streamed it online for the entire 3 or 4 hours, I thought I would talk to you today about the events that happened at the Golden Globes, who won, who lost, the red carpet, and of course Ricky Gervais and his very crude jokes. So let's get to it. So since the Golden Globe starts off with the red carpet, I figured that I would also start off with the same thing and discuss what everyone was wearing, mainly women, because men, you're all wearing suits, you look the same. Unless you're Eddie Redmayne and you have like little emblems on your suit. So I have to start with Lady Gaga, and although I didn't appreciate her win over Queen Latifah, for example, or Kirsten Dunst, I really loved what she was wearing. She looked like the epitome of Marilyn Monroe with her hourglass figure, sleek black dress, and her adorable 1940s style haircut. It looked gorgeous. Speaking of Lady Gaga, when she did win, Leonardo DiCaprio, you really shouldn't have laughed, because Tumblr has turned that image, that clip, into a GIF like 1,000 times over. That was incredibly disrespectful of you. Saoirse Ronan, nominated in the Best Actress category for Brooklyn, looked absolutely gorgeous with her white satin style, very angelic dress that kind of just flowed all over the place. I absolutely love what she was wearing. I think she looked like a goddess. That was definitely one of my favourite dresses of the night. Jennifer Lawrence, who won for Joy, her dress was quite intriguing, and I heard that apparently her and Amy Schumer were supposed to have worn the same thing. They didn't, thank God. That would have been very strange. Motorcycle, what's going on? But she looked absolutely gorgeous. It had cut-out slits on the side, and you could tell that she'd been really working out recently. Her figure is gorgeous. That dress complemented her perfectly. Now I have to refer to some of the dresses that really kind of shocked me. None of them were really that bad, but Jane Fonda, wearing Yves Saint Laurent, this can't save you. I said that wrong. But this dress can't save you. I mean, you're a gorgeous woman, but you look like an ice cream cone. Like with all the frill up around the neckline, that looks like the ice cream, and the very pencil kind of structured dress is the cone. Especially since your hair was also up, you looked even more like an ice cream cone. What are you doing? For those who didn't know, although I'm assuming you would have had to know, Ricky Gervais reprised his role as the host of the Golden Globes after a 3-year hiatus, and in all fairness, Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, they should just do it every single year, because they get funnier every single time. But I mean, Ricky Gervais, it's British humour. A lot of Americans don't really get it. I find that more Australians understand their kind of toilet humour and their crass more than Americans do. Of course, he picked a fight with the Academy and the actual foreign press, and of course he took shots against NBC, no nominations for them apparently, and he definitely took some shots against The Martian for it being classed as a comedy, which I personally didn't really understand, the fact that it also won for a comedy, because it was doing a comedy and a musical, and it was so far from either one, I didn't really get it. I do have to say that I found that the presenters who came out to, announce who won were far more funnier than the host himself. For example, when Eva Longoria and American Ferrera came out, and they were talking about the fact that not all Latin women are the same, and but Jamie Foxx came out and just pulled a Steve Harvey about Straight Outta Compton, and then everyone was dying, and he was like, no, wait a minute, I'm sorry, it's on the card, it's right here, and that was of course like mimicking what happened with the Miss Universe, I think it was. He's pretty funny. Right, moving on, and I have all my results for things on my phone so we don't forget. So, the winners at the 73rd Golden Globe Awards are noted in asterisks. Right, okay. So Best Motion Picture for Drama, that went to The Revenant with Leonardo DiCaprio and was directed by a man whose name I cannot pronounce, Alejandro something. I would butcher it if I kept going. There was so much buzz around the film Carol that I was so disappointed when it didn't win, although in our newspaper, Mad Max was actually tipped to win because it was an Australian production, and I'm just thinking, if Mad Max won, I think I might as well just hop in one of their cars and just tumble down a sand dune, because it would just ruin my entire life. But Carol, Cate Blanchett's performance in that was unmatched, and of course, I know Leonardo DiCaprio deserved to have his film win. Oh, all this garbage about... Everyone keeps thinking Leonardo DiCaprio has never won a Golden Globe. It's the Academy Awards, people. Get it together. I didn't really feel like The Revenant deserved to win. I haven't seen it. My opinion might change. Because it's just come out in Australia, I believe. Carol's coming out on Thursday. I'm seeing that. I'll be seeing Revenant, though. Still don't wish it win. It won. Anyway, of course, like I already mentioned, Best Motion Comedy or Musical went to The Martian. It's not a comedy. Okay, so Best Performance by an Actress in a Motion Picture Drama, that went to Brie Larson for Room. And although I desperately wanted Cate Blanchett to win or Saoirse Ronan for Brooklyn, I understand why Brie Larson did win. I mean, the story behind Room is very, very dramatic. It's incredibly melancholic. And to place yourself in that kind of state for an entire production shoot would be incredibly traumatizing, and you'd have to keep a level of clear-headedness about you and balanced demeanor so that you could kind of shift between being very depressed and being jovial as you would be normally. So I do think she deserved that, but I really did want Saoirse Ronan to win because she really missed out when she was nominated for an Academy Award when she was 13. That's just my personal opinion. So Best Performance by an Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy was Jennifer Lawrence for Joy. I think any of the other actresses should have won. I mean, we've just really attuned ourselves to Jennifer Lawrence winning every single award that could possibly come her way. Okay, I'm going to have a little bit of a rant here. Best Performance by an Actor in a Motion Picture Drama. Leonardo DiCaprio, I don't know how well your performance really was in The Revenant. Supposedly it was your best performance yet, that you really threw yourself into the role. But really, everyone's just sympathetic for you. If you win an Academy Award, I'm going to cry. Because I feel like your best best performance you've ever done was probably in Shutter Island in 2010. I mean, you've gotten better. But Michael Fassbender, he needs to win. I mean, he's my favourite person. Literally my favourite person. Him or Eddie Redmayne really deserve to win. But Michael Fassbender, I mean, every single film that he's done with Steve McQueen, Shame, Hunger, and 12 Years a Slave, he should have gotten a Golden Globe for one of those. He definitely should have. Eddie Redmayne, his performances in these biopic films, really, they're unmatched. And I cannot wait to see The Danish Girl when it comes out. I've never seen this film, so I don't know. My opinion will probably change. I hope it does, because I don't want to feel like I've been cheaped over by the fact that Leo's won. But, I don't know. Something about him just bugs me. Moving on from being a terrible person to another terrible person, Sylvester Stallone for winning Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role in a Motion Picture. Creed. Really? It wasn't that great of a movie. Did he really deserve to win over Mark Rylance for Bridge of Spies? Don't think so. I mean, I'm surprised Bridge of Spies is nominated at all for anything because it's quite a tamed film, but Mark Rylance's performance in that film is... I just can't even. And Sylvester Stallone, seriously, he hasn't been nominated since Rocky, of course. I mean, he's not the best actor you've ever seen in your life. Sorry to disappoint all you boys out there who like Sylvester Stallone, but not particularly interested. Okay, Best Performance by an Actress in a Supporting Role in a Motion Picture went to Kate Winslet. I tipped that. I was so happy that she won. She really deserved her Golden Globe for that. She was surprised as hell because afterwards she was having a conversation with Leo and was saying basically, holy shit, she did not expect it at all. But she really did deserve it. I mean, she was playing a woman whose accent was hard to master on its own, coming from, I think, like Bulgaria or somewhere in this Russian region, and then spending heaps of time in America, so it was this really forged accent that made absolutely no sense. But she nailed it. I mean, every clip I've ever seen of Steve Jobs with her in it is just top notch, and she really did deserve that award. Best Director in a Motion Picture went to Alejandro something. I'm not going to butcher his name, from The Revenant. I imagine Todd Haynes would win, but I haven't seen these films. It's quite hard to predict because they haven't come out yet, aside from Mad Max and The Martian. Ridley Scott is a fabulous director, of course. Best Performance by an Actor in a Motion Picture or Comedy went to Matt Damon for The Martian. I mean, I guess. I just don't get why it's a comedy. I mean, he's in comedic films on occasion, but I'm sorry, I'm just stumped. Best Screenplay for a Motion Picture went to Aaron Sorkin for Steve Jobs. Rightfully so. I tipped that and was very happy that he won. Best Original Score. I don't know why, I just couldn't figure out who this person was. And as soon as Ennio Morricone, he was actually announced that he won for Hateful Eight, which is directed by Quentin Tarantino, I realised who he was, and I realised that he is a fantastic composer, and I loved his work. And it's an Italian film, traditional Italian film that I watched. Oh, my stomach is grumbling. That I watched in school, and I'm like, oh, damn it, I didn't tip him because I completely forgot who he was. Best Performance by an Actor in a Television Series Comedy went to Gail Bernal for Mozart in the Jungle. Again, Mozart. Who are you? What is this? I would like to know what Mozart in the Jungle is. If anyone knows it, please comment down below because I am so confused. Best Performance by an Actress in a TV Series Drama. I really, really wanted Eva Green to win. She is so fantastic and menacing and callous and intimidating in her role in Penny Dreadful. Or Catriona Balfe, who had really never really acted in her life until she started Outlander, who was a prominent model before. I think either one of those two women really deserve to win. But Taraji Henson for Empire, I think she's won twice now. Maybe I'm wrong, actually I might be thinking of something else. But of course, her role as Cookie is just like, it's off the charts. She's amazing. Without going on and on and on again, I'm just losing my breath and dying. That's a lot of titles. That's a lot of categories. But that's basically my little discussion and reaction about the Golden Globes 2016. I will have some videos playing over some of the things that I was talking about, as well as some photographs and nonsense. Of course, none of which are my own content, so I don't own anything. But I hope you guys enjoyed my little rambly video because I feel like my rambly videos get more attention than my videos where I've actually written something out and I know what I'm talking about. Who knows? I'm maybe more relaxed here. I don't know. I don't feel relaxed. Regardless, please leave your comments down below. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Share it, of course, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!